Regarding the documentation, what documents did you add with your application? Educational documents.
In educational documents, the most important is your degree certificate and transcript. After that,
Mhm,
you need a recommendation letter. In
mhm.
past, like you used to you have to give the two letters, but now you just need one recommendation letter.
One.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and then other than that, your personal statement and study plan come.
So you added the
And you need
documents
your
for only
government.
grad. Sorry for interrupting. So educational documents, the mark sheet and certificates only for your bachelor's degree, or you added for 10th and 12th as well?
No, you just need your bachelor's degree certificate.
Okay. And what about, like, do you have to submit semester wise mark sheets or one consolidated certificate? Like, what was it like?
No, I had one combined mark sheet which mentions my grades of all the semesters.
All the
So I
semesters.
just,
Mhm.
yeah, I asked my university to give me a transcript which has all the grades from all of my semesters and one combined grade.
Okay. What about other? How did it work for you? The documentation part.
Yes, I would like to add on this. It is really important, I guess, to have the semester-wise grades because even
Mhm.
in the application form, you need to fill out some fields where you have to mention semester-wise grades. And it's really good if you have all the semesters mentioned because
Mhm.
if your grades are going up, it will show them a bit of things that from semesters you're
Right.
growing in your grades or not. And at the end, it's really important to have an aggregated score where it shows the overall score. So for my case, I have both the semester wise as well as in the end, the aggregated score in the same transcript. That's how it worked for the mark sheet, the transcript, and the degree certificate. Apart from that, I think, yeah, it's very important to submit just the most recent education you had. You don't need to
Mhm.
submit 10th or 12th.
Previous one. Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just need the one you just completed. And degree, transcript, these are basically the most important education documents. The rest of the things are there, but for education, these two are the main things.
Okay. And also, if you don't have 80% in your 12th, 10th, it doesn't matter. Like, it's totally fine. If you have the eligibility in your final recent degree, it's okay. Also,
Okay.
yeah, it can be bachelor's degree or master's degree if you are applying for PhD. Uh, yes. Anything to add, Pooja, for anything was different for you in
Yes,
terms of
since
documentation?
yes, since I had two bachelors, so it was very
Mhm.
difficult which bachelors to do I put.
Okay.
So I just put which was eligibility would satisfy the eligibility criteria,
Mhm.
which was my graduation in accounts and finance. And
Mhm.
in other documents, I did submitted my 10th and 12th mark sheet with my CV because
Mhm.
the global network track is for the people who are experienced and they want to give the opportunities to the working professionals. So
Right.
therein I submitted my CV as well, and of course the certificates which whatever I have in terms of participation and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
okay, okay. So, just one clarification. So, those of you like Ayushi and Pooja, you converted your grades, right? Your university followed a different grading system. So, in that case, you submitted the original mark sheets. There is a thing called transcript. Did you have that? Because there is a lot of confusion about transcript. What is a transcript?
So for me, it was like
Mhm.
I did not have the conversion certificate. I didn't do it by myself. I went to
Mhm.
university, which is Mumbai
Mhm.
University, and they were aware of this
Okay.
GKS four-pointer thing. So, and it's
Okay.
only for the commerce department. So I went there, they gave me the conversion certificate, and I submitted original conversion certificate with the
Mhm.
transcript that I got from my college. And yes, that's the two documents that I submitted. And the final graduation commencement certificate, the convocation certificate that has been given by
Convocation.
the university.
Okay. Ayushi, in your case also, it was the same.
So
You said
I
that
did
you submitted
submit.
with self-declaration
Uh,
and the
I
mark sheet
submitted
of the.
this. Yeah, but I did submitted the transcript which was provided by my university, and the
Mm.
transcript is nothing but your like transcript has the grade your grades from all the semesters. Like it has
Exactly.
a separate like semester 1, semester 2, semester 3.
Hmm.
So it like shows your semester wise grades and also
Hmm.
the overall grading at the end of your degree program. So that's what
Correct.
transcript is. It shows the combined result of all the semesters.
Yes. So in my case, when I had applied for GKS, I didn't have the consolidated because at that time I was expecting graduation. I was in the final semester. So I had just submitted the individual certificate mark sheets of every semester. So I had submitted like basically 5 mark sheets for 5 semesters. And by the like July or August, I sent the final year, some final semester mark sheet. But yeah, if you can get the consolidated one, that will be great. Also, if you are expected to graduate, then many people are confused, like what do we write in our CGPA? We don't have like a final CGPA yet. We are still yet to graduate. In that case, your current right now, if you calculate your 5 semesters grade, what will be your cumulative grade? What will be your CGPA that you have to give? In the final semester, it may be less, more, it doesn't matter because it's not out yet. So right now, what is your grade? If it fulfills the criteria of 80%, then you are fine. Okay, so in terms of documents, you have to submit your mark sheets and a certificate of your bachelor's degree or master's degree, and any conversion document. If you can get it stamped and signed by university, that, otherwise add a self-declaration. The attestation part and this documents about citizenship criteria and relationship with parents. What documents did you submit in to prove that, to prove those things?
For the relation part, I think the birth certificate will do because you have
Mhm.
to prove your relation to your parents. So birth certificate is
Mm.
the thing.
Okay.
About the attestation, I think that is the part you should be least worried about because
Mhm.
it's a process that the agencies will do for you.
Mhm.
And you should put all your time in the other documents that you have to write completely by yourself. So,
Mhm.
as far as the documents are concerned, the passports never needs to be attested. But
Mhm.
if your parents might not have a passport, you need to have one because if you get selected, you need to fly. So, but if your parents does not have one, just go with the national voter ID card, and but get it attested definitely. Only the passport is only document that does not need attestation, but rest all the documents about the parents' ID proof, your ID proof, the birth certificate to prove the relation to them, get it
Mhm.
attested, and yes, it is a very pricey process, but just don't take too much time finding which one will be the best option. Just go to a trusted one. It is going to be expensive anyway, but do
Mhm.
not spend too much time on I should wait, I should get better rates or this. Just spend your least amount of time getting the documents attested, send them, and just forget about it. It will come by parcel to your house, and just put your time in the other process. I had many of the fellow applicants that spent too much time in the attestation process. They got so much tensed about it, they ended up putting their time there, which they could have
Mhm.
used in the other important part. So just get to a agency that you feel like is genuine because it's your documents anyway.
Mhm.
Submit your documents and just give them their time. They will do the part. Do your part which you are required to do.
Mhm.
I'll say this because I feel many of the students missed out on this opportunity this time because they got too worried about the things which they didn't need to worry.
Mhm.
Worry about the part which actually needs just your
Mhm.
work completely. So yeah,
Correct.
that's all I
Okay.
can add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to add, like, for me, the same, but there were spelling mistakes in my documents. So in that
Mhm.
case, you need to have an affidavit and you need to apostille that as well. So for those applicants who have spelling mistake in their parents' voter ID or in their birth certificate, get
Mhm.
an affidavit and attached, apostille it, and then you are good to go. Just to say that the both person are same person, because sometimes you don't want to have a risk, you don't need to have take the risk of spelling mismatch and they would come with that you are not
Right.
selected. So it's better to play safe, and if there is a spelling mistake in any of your document which is a mismatch, get an affidavit and get it attested and apostilled. That's it.
So you are saying that affidavit also need to be attested, like apostille?
Yes,
Mhm.
it needs to be.
Okay. So for in terms of apostille, like all your educational documents, your mark sheets and certificates should be apostille completely. The original one or the photocopy one? Explain that one also because that's very
The
or
apostille means
it's one.
you take a color xerox of your original. You don't submit your original entire thing. Just take a color copy because you never know, you might need more in the future. So get a
Right.
color copy and apostille it. And for the
Mhm.
affidavits, checks the content of it because in my case, the lawyer drafted some things which was not relevant and which were incorrect. So I need to
Mhm.
re-get the affidavits and get it apostilled again. So be very particular of it. It's better option is to get a color copy and then apostille it. It's a good option.
Okay, so the color copies of the bachelor's degree or master's degree, certificates, mark sheets, apostille them,
Yes.
and then the voter ID or passport of yours and your parents. Aadhaar, I think, is not accepted. Aadhaar, PAN, and all these documents are not accepted. So voter ID or passport or birth certificate. Even if you attach birth certificate, I think you need to add your parents' voter ID anyway, right? To
Yes.
prove that those
Yes,
are
I
the
have
people.
added. Yeah, I have
Mhm.
added my birth certificate and parents' voter ID as well.
Yes, so the apostille, those things. Again, the color copies of those things, or yeah. Anything else? Any other documents that needs to be attached or apostille or attested? Any corrections
I
in
would
name
like
and those things
to,
affidavit? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Ayushi, you go
other
ahead.
documents, yeah, other
Uh,
documents you can just like color copy it and get it apostille. But for the affidavit, as Pooja said, you can make an affidavit for the name corrections. I did the same, but for the affidavit, color copy doesn't work. You have to get the original
original one.
affidavit apostille.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, because affidavit you can get again easily, like even if you need it. Yes, but certificates you can't get easily. So yeah, affidavit original one you can attach after apostilling. Mm, and other documents like extracurriculars and all those things, experience, all these things don't need to be apostille, right? They can
They
be
do
just
not need
added
to.
like that.
Yeah, because
Passport. Mhm. Yeah.
exactly, they don't need to be apostille. I had many students worried, like I have 10 certificates now, 10 into 2, 20,000. How will I do that?
20,000.
You
Yeah,
don't need to do
you
that.
don't need
Just be,
that.
yes, exactly. Um, yeah, just get the apostille, the very required one. And I would like to rephrase one thing very importantly, the
Mhm.
guidelines part. Literally everything from top to down is mentioned in that PDF we get.
Yes. Mhm.
The thing is that PDF is so long, we get overwhelmed reading it, and we are bound to lose on some points. I will miss it. So I'll
Mhm.
suggest just go through that PDF twice, thrice, maybe 4 times. Every time
Mhm.
you will find the answers to your questions. It's all
Right.
mentioned there. Just
Right.
scan it properly, just scan it multiple times, and at
Mhm.
the end of the day, you might be left with just a single or maybe two queries because literally
Yep.
everything is covered over the years. The frequently asked question, the guideline has everything in it. So just read it
Yes.
properly.
And also, I would say it helps sometimes when you're going through the document for the first time or whenever you go through it, just keep highlighting the important part because again, you will have to go through all the pages again. Where was it? Where was it? So keep highlighting. If you highlight the most important lines, you will get maybe 10 or 12 highlights, but they will really help you refine that piece of information.